Greetings Petroheads, welcome back to Automation, and today we're gonna jump right back into our campaign with the 1965 Volter. Some people said it's not fast enough, it's not strong enough for a 1965 muscle car. To which I'd like to say, this is the base version. Like, honestly, I don't think that there were many muscle cars at the market in 1965 that were, you know, even as strong as this is. Like, 270 horsepower is definitely nothing to sneeze at for a base version. And let's just keep in mind that the Camaro and the Charger didn't even exist yet. Neither did the Pontiac Firebird. So, you know, it didn't really have much competition with this amount of power in this year. However, of course, we will make a new trim. And advance to 1966, where we will then proceed and put a new engine in. Let's just clone this. And we will increase the capacity to, let's say, 6.5. 6.4, 6.5. That's 294 horsepower. I'd like to have more than 300. Let's see, can we change anything about this? Of course we can. A 4-barrel twin carburetor will only give us 1 more horsepower. What about the torque? 1 Newton meter more. With the DCOE, the amount of horsepower did go down by 1, and we lost like 3 Newton meters compared to the 6-pack setup. But the engine will be much more responsive than with the regular carbs. And just look at this. Isn't this beautiful? This is a beautiful head. I wish my girlfriend had one like that, but no, I don't have a girlfriend. Anyway, this requires quite a bit of cooling, actually, I noticed. Yeah, the amount of cooling that it requires is higher than the amount of horsepower that it makes, which is something that on a modern engine in the game is not the case anymore. So it's kind of interesting. I don't want to increase the cam profile because it'll take away some of our bottom end torque. We could make the engine run a little bit richer. That is something we could definitely do. That's 300 horsepower, that's 302 horsepower. What about this diameter here? That is fine. If we remove the muffler, we gain some bottom end torque, but we lose torque overall. And of course it's gonna be incredibly loud. So I think what we do is we kind of look what this engine does to our car overall, and just try and make it a little bit better. 7.5 seconds. Actually, we only had 8% wheel spin on the previous model. That's kind of sick. That was really good. So this seems to be the best gearing for acceleration. Sure, let's go back and flare the wheel arches some more, and then we can kind of talk about the kind of tires we want. Excuse me? Can I not fit wider tires despite the fact that I just flared the wheel arches? So I need to decrease the rims, the rim size. I don't really want to do that. But you know, if this really only for it only allows for 245s. It doesn't really help us very much to put 245s on there. Let's see. Muscle Premium. Why is this not so competitive here? Let's take a look. Prestige. Quarter mile. Power capacity. Drivability. Yes, we need higher sportiness and higher prestige. How do we do it? Higher prestige we can do by putting some premium interior in there. Yeah, that does make it more competitive, but it will also make it more expensive. Oh, actually, I was looking at the wrong category here. You can even see the change in color. Here it's basically gray with a very slight touch of green. Here it's a little bit more green if we choose premium. Do we make this the all-out premium version? I don't think so. I think we're gonna make another version as well. That'll be, you know, even bigger engine, even bigger power, even more stuff in there, like even more even more equipment. Of course, this is already fairly expensive. 20,800 in today's money, though. If we want to make profit and we increase this like that, it is actually it is actually very competitive in the hypercar segment here. Let's see. We are probably gonna change the top speed, the gearing. Wait, did this affect anything? This gave us some more drivability, which is very nice. Just made almost everything worse. Let's see what this does over the quarter mile. .4 is not where I'd like to be. Let's see, free speed, automatic. That is very good for the drivability. Muscle Premium is lower though than before. The competitiveness here. What we could do is make it so we reach 100 kilometers an hour in second gear. That'll increase the wheel spin though and reduce our drivability, and that is exactly what I was worried about. This should give us some more quarter mile performance though. 15.17, so this is by far the fastest we've been so far. Still, considering the fact that we got 300 horsepower in the muscle car, this should be faster than that. What do we do? Automatic locker will give us better acceleration time and reduce the wheel spin. What about this now? $14.6. So that helped out quite a lot. We are already on sports tires. I don't think we want to deliver a car on semi-slicks. Brake fit is obviously terrible, but you know, what am I gonna do about that? That made it worse. We need more cooling, don't we? Yeah, we do. That just bumped up our reliability a little bit. It made our top speed decrease though. Do we want to give this a semi-clad on the tray? Doesn't really help acceleration. Or does it? No. What would help acceleration is a higher rev limit, but then again, we're running push rods and we're already getting a big amount of valve float. If we increase the... oh, okay. Let's see what this does though. Wait, can we buff this up to like 320 horsepower, something like that? 319, 320, there we go. Okay. With the extra power and increased rev limit, this should be quite a bit faster now. Even though it doesn't look like it right away. $14.4 is still not quite where I'd like to be, but it is a step into the right direction. So much is for sure. So this is the 1966 6.5 Premium. It is not the high-end version yet though. There will be one that's even faster. And this has DCOE, I think. Yeah. And then we're gonna... oh, actually somebody pointed out last time that I should fix the door handles on the 4-door. And I did that off camera. Like so. And we're gonna clone the 1966 update. Yeah, drivability went down quite a bit, but sportiness came up a little bit. Prestige came up, which is also important. Did we just clone this? Yes, we did. So now we're gonna go back to the model section and we're going to make a new trim out of this using this body. And of course we're gonna drag this forward and make this longer, just like we did on the other 4-door. Now we're gonna fix the door handle. I don't know what that noise is that's still going on. It's from morphing, but I'm not morphing right now, so it's still going on. Wait. Okay, it's gone now. Okay. Sure. Let's leave this the way it is. This is more sporty and more drivable than the 2-door. It is also lighter for whatever reason. And it'll be faster here as well. .38. So that's pretty much on par with, you know, the fastest muscle cars of 1966, I think. Because at that point there was still no, you know, Camaro SS or Camaro C28 or whatever they call it, and they called it back then. You know, it didn't exist yet in the form we all know today. Let's use these, maybe? No. What is causing this little overlap? I don't know. But it's not too obvious from here, so yeah, that is the... Wait, did I call the... Okay. 1966 6.5 liter premium 4-door. Okay, so that is one. So that is the 4-door version, and then I'm gonna call this the 6.5 liter premium 2-door. Alrighty. So that was that. We just updated our muscle car and made it faster. Of course, there will be even more power a little bit later, maybe 1967, maybe 1968. But don't you guys worry. Since the V8 is already a little bit old at this point. 5 years, or I mean 5 years is fine for an engine block to be, but maybe if we're gonna do another update to this car in 1968, we might want to build a new one. So stay tuned for that. Also, infinite amount of emissions. Start the engines and pollute the environment. Just infinite emissions. I like that. So hope you guys enjoyed the episode. If you did, click the like button, helps out a great deal. Subscribe if you want to see more in the future. For now, thanks for watching, and I will see you guys next time.